that's been a little bit of a roller coaster ride. Remember I said it takes about 2 years, so if you sell off this end quicker than you're making them, pretty soon you're out of inventory, and you gotta wait. And if you wait too long to get back to sales, now you have a lot of fish in here, and now you have a storage operation instead of sales, and it's a big mess. We're trying to manage our sales so that we have a flatter sales approach from the farm, so that we can always have fish coming out of the pipeline, and that's our strategy. It always gets interrupted by spring stocking season, and not that we mind, but our public fishing here, the check-in office here, that's the third area of business, that was really dropping for us. We did $20,000 the first year of business here. We almost closed it. Then a Grumbine from over to tourism said, "You can't close that place. That's been around." Grandchildren, my grandchildren were there. I was a kid. So we talked about it and decided we would put a little money in it. And that first year, we just put a little effort in. We put a pavilion roof over, took this parking lot, and our customers really appreciate it because they like coming here. It's a kind of a family iconic thing here in Lebanon County. So the more effort we put into it, the more reward we get from it because people talk about it and they seem to really appreciate what we've done. We'll finish the tour by sinking feeds. There are slow sinking feeds. There are compressed pellets. There's a lot of different ways to make feed, as you probably know. This is an extruded. The reason it's extruded to help make it work. Mark, do you have any money? Mark, you gotta pay to pay the feed. Mixed oxygen and water pumped into here and in the sluice feed in the second section. You'll also see some fine bubbles, micro bubbles like in this first section. That's pure oxygen with very fine bubbles being distributed in the water to try to up the amount of oxygen in there. Keep it high. You don't want to get low and have them stress. Remember I talked before about not letting the oxygen get too low to prevent production. So if we don't prevent, if we maintain good production, we'll never have stress. Those are, I don't know how they found their way up here, but they're supposed to be down there. I'd say they're dropouts from their school.
Yeah, here's the there's another one.
I have a lot of them, Stacy. Where we saw the water come out of the quarry, that little strip there was an ore loading rail. They would load the iron or the limestone onto the rail, bring it out, and the barges were lined up parallel to the rail. Cars would dump into the barges, the rail would go back. Those barges then would be queued up into sluices that were directed perpendicular to where our current raceways are. Once the whole string would get formed, they would string them down this side of the canal and then join the main canal, which was over there, and go on to Philadelphia. So this whole area was operated as a kind of like a railroad siding for barges to load up that limestone. The Union Canal operated for about 30 years or so, not a very long time. We do have a remnant lock from the Union Canal, which is right over here in the corner of the property. We'll walk by it on our way back. We got the Historic Society to put up a little write-up for us. We made up a sign and stuck up there.
Did you catch anything yet? Did you catch one? Can I see it? Show me. Wow, that's great. Good going.
But it's not that I don't.
Did you catch anything?
Yeah, caught the
Are you going to show them to me? Would you show them to me?
Yeah.
Oh, they're still flopping around. Look at that. Great stringer of fish. Somebody's going to eat good tonight. Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Welcome.
On the Susquehanna, the PPL power station a couple of years ago. Had not been here before. It's just really great to see. This is one of those days, particularly when this is Pennsylvania Preferred Month, and Brendan's been a great supporter of Pennsylvania Preferred product.